Good morning, y'all. It's Kayla with the Celebration Company. Happy Wednesday. Y'all, it's the middle of the week. We are halfway through to the weekend. I hope you're having a fabulous day so far. I am going to keep working on a project. So last week, I think it was last week, we painted a peppermint. Okay, let me show it to you. All right. We painted this peppermint last week, okay? Look how adorable it is. It's so super cute. So we did this last week, and I told you all when I did it that this was a part of a big project, okay? So we are going to make another part of this project today, okay? So this is part of it, all right? We did this last week, so you can find that replay on our Facebook page. And then we're going to do two more parts of it today during this live, okay? So when y'all hop on, say hello. Let me know that you're watching. Let's see who we have this morning. I want to say hi to y'all. Hey, Pam. Hey, Ethel. Hi, Tina Ramirez. Hello, Lena. Hey, Mary Beth. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Susan. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Tammy. Hello, Patty. Hey, Pam. Happy hump day. Hi, Donna. Hey, Carolyn and Janet and Tina Ballinger. Hey, Diane. Hi, Cecilia and Kathy and Marie and Ermin. Angela. Hey, Dawn. Thank you for celebrating. Hi, B. Hey, Connie. Hi, Kim and Janet and Christine. Angela Green. Thank you so much for the stars. Hey, Sherry and Carol and everybody. Hello, y'all. Lynn, thank you for the stars. Good morning to all of you. Deborah, thank you for the stars. Terry, thank you on the shirt. My shirt is actually designed by me, and it is on our website. On our t-shirt website, you can go to thecelebrationco.com. There's a big yellow button right at the top that you can click on, and it will say, check out our t-shirt line. Click on that button and it'll take you directly to all of our t-shirts. And this one right here is one of the ones that you can get. You can get it in lots of different color styles. So meaning the color of the shirt. You can also get it in different, you can do t-shirts, you can do long sleeve t-shirts, you can do v-necks, you can do sweatshirts. So there's lots of different options on that, okay? All right, y'all. So, y'all, good morning. Hello, everybody. I'm trying to catch up on your comments. Thank you, Mary. Oh, my goodness, Lynn. Hey, Kathy. The Queens. Okay. All right, y'all. So, let's get started, okay? We are going to make two different types of floral picks, okay? So we're DIYing these. And let me just say that I love floral picks, okay? Especially Christmas ones. I love them. You can get them at Hobby Lobby. They always have a huge selection. You can also get them at lots of different places online. But they can be a little expensive, okay? So we're going to make our own today that are going to be just as cute. They're going to be just as cute. Bonnie, it was amazing. Last night, we got invited to something that our church was attending for an organization called Builders International. And they build schools all over the world, and they build seminaries. And so anyway, so we got invited to this event by Builders International, and we went to Ruth's Chris. And so if you've never been to Ruth's Chris, it is a steakhouse, a very high-end steakhouse that has incredible steak. And so I got filet mignon, and then they had mashed potatoes and creamed spinach, Caesar salad, and then chocolate cake or cheesecake. So it was delicious. Delicious. My steak was like fork tender. It was so good. So, that's awesome, Linda Johnson. I haven't seen any Christmas ones yet at Walmart. I don't think they've got any Christmas stuff out yet. So, y'all, I do apologize. Last night, the day got away from me very quickly. And apparently my mind did too. And I got so excited about going out to dinner last night that I usually do 2 more posts after my lives that I did yesterday, and I completely forgot. So I did post a picture of our nutcracker this morning because I completely forgot about it. It was 11 o'clock and I was just crawling in bed when I remembered it. I ate it all, Pam. Yes, I did. I ate it all. I ate it all. It was a 10-ounce steak and I polished that baby off very quickly. I think I was the first one to finish in the room, and I looked around and I was like, whoops. I think I was hungry. I just sort of scarfed it all down. Okay, anyways, let's get to our picks, okay? We're going to make 2 different kinds, all right? The first one I have shown you all before. It's super easy. All you need is some ribbon, some pipe cleaners, and then some sort of skewers or sticks or like a really, really heavy duty wire. Okay. Oh, yay, Tina. So, we have some ribbon here. This ribbon is Hobby Lobby. Okay. This is something they have year round. It is a red glitter. It's $3.99 regular price. Okay. So we're going to start with this, and I am going to take a pipe cleaner. Okay, and I'm kind of stretching it out to make sure it's nice and straight. I'm going to cut my piece of ribbon just a little bit bigger than my pipe cleaner. So about, let's say about, actually, instead, what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to stretch this out a little bit further, okay? And lay this down, and I'm going to fold my ribbon over. So I want it long enough so that it will fold over. So here's what I'm going to do instead. I'm going to glue it up this way. We're going to lay our ribbon down, or our pipe cleaner down, and we're going to glue it down to our ribbon just like this, okay? I'm leaving at the top about 1/2 inch, okay, from the top. So I'm just going to take some hot glue, do a line of hot glue, lay your pipe cleaner, and you just want it to be right in the middle of your ribbon. I'm using a low temp glue gun for this because it would be very easy to burn yourself. Thank you, Tammy. Okay, just like that. All right. Then we are just going to fold this over and we're going to glue it down both edges. Okay. So I'm going to now take my hot glue and I'm just going to go down the edge of my pipe cleaner. Okay. Down both sides of the ribbon. Flip this over. And we're just going to start adhering it to the ribbon. So we're sandwiching that pipe cleaner in between. All right. Just kind of push it down, sandwich it in between, just like that. Okay. I'm going to cut off the end, and we've got a little bit of an opening. Okay. Now is where we're going to take one of our skewers, okay? These are not very long, and I think you can get these at Dollar Tree, okay? I think they come in a big pack at Dollar Tree. So we're going to take our skewer, and our skewer is now going to come in here. I'm going to just open it up a little bit further and stick my skewer in down next to my pipe cleaner. Okay, I went in about 2 inches or so, and then we'll just glue everything else down around that skewer. Okay. All right, so this is what we end up with. Okay. So then all we have to do, I'm going to take a paintbrush and we are going to wrap this around. Okay. Just like that. And we're going to end up with, excuse me, y'all, we're going to end up with this adorable little pick. So we're going to repeat this process, this time without the skewer, and we're going to put one on this side and one on this side so that we get 3. Okay, so we'll take the same ribbon, do the same thing with our pipe cleaners. Okay. Oh, fun, Maria. I like the idea of doing green. Okay, so put our hot glue down. Just lay your pipe cleaner right in your hot glue. Okay. Hot glue right down the edges. Okay. Flip this over. Just line the edges right up and just smush that down. That's awesome, Pam. I think you're right. I think you could make some ribbon candy like this. So then we are just going to cut, okay? I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. So we're just wrapping around, okay? Just like that. And then we can take this one and we'll just glue it to one side of our little skewer, okay? So I'm just going to stick some hot glue and just glue it right to the side. All right, so then we're going to do one more, okay? And that will complete that pick. So we'll just take another pipe cleaner. I mean, look how amazing that looks. These are great for wreaths, for Christmas trees, so many different things. So many different things. And you can control what colors they are. You can make any color you want. Be careful if you're using a high temperature glue gun, then you'll probably want to use the finger protectors from Dollar Tree because you will get your fingers. I could guarantee it. Okay, right down the edge. And I mean, you can see how quick this is. Okay, I'm just going to stretch the ribbon out. Fold that over. If you don't have a pipe cleaner, you could also probably use some wire. It's just a little bit harder to keep it in there. The pipe cleaner allows you to have a little bit extra grit so that it grabs to the hot glue. Okay, so then I'm going to flip it over to the other side, okay? So the second one I put on one side, and now I'm going to go to the other side of the skewer and just glue it down. Just like that. Okay, and there we have it. Look how cute that is. And you can twist these and turn these however you want, and keep just playing with it. But look how adorable this is. You can flip it up. I mean, you can just do so much with that. Okay, and now you've got this adorable little pick. Okay, I've also got this ribbon. I want to do some with this ribbon too. So I'm going to show you again how we did that. There is glitter all over my surface. Okay. So this one here is wired, but you're still going to need something in the middle to add a little bit more depth, or not really depth, structure. A little bit more structure, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Okay, so right down the middle, leaving about 1/2 inch or so at the end. Okay, so we're just going to go right down the edges. Flip this over. Just make sure you line up the edges so that they all kind of match up. Also, make sure that you're using a pipe cleaner. It's not going to show through your ribbon. So if you're using a white ribbon like I am, you're going to want to make sure to use a white pipe cleaner, because if you use a purple pipe cleaner, it's probably going to show through. Okay, so then I'm just going to take a skewer. I'm just going to peel this back a little bit. Stick some hot glue in here, and I'm putting my skewer in about 1.5 inches, 2 inches or so, right next to that pipe cleaner, and I'm just going to seal it right back up. You need to be sure to get it in there a little bit of ways, because otherwise it's just going to sort of flop over. So we want it to be next to the pipe cleaner a little bit, not up against the pipe cleaner. All right, I forgot to trim my ribbon. Okay, so then we twist. Twist, twist, twist. Okay, just like that. And you can twist it as tight as you want it. But there is that one. How stinking cute. It's like a candy cane. Y'all, I'm only going to have enough to do 2 on this one. I'm going to have to get more ribbon. And this ribbon right here that I'm using was from Walmart. Christmas time last year. You could also do like multiple different types of ribbon inside on one skewer if you wanted to. So this time we don't need a skewer because we're just going to attach it to our previous one. So we just need to just glue right down the sides. And then just fold this over. It is just long enough, y'all. Just barely long enough. Okay. All right. Just make sure that's really good and secure and in there. We can trim the bottom. Okay. we'll go ahead and just twist this up. Okay, and then we just glue it right on our skewer. I notice you're doing the length of the pipe cleaner. Do you need that length to get enough curls to it? Yes, I would say you need at least the length of the pipe cleaner. At least. I think it would be too short if you didn't use the length of the pipe cleaner, okay? So this is what you end up with. Again, and this one here, I ran out of ribbon. But this is what you have. How stinking cute. Adorable. So there's our first picks, okay? Let me clean up a little bit. We'll make our second pick. Which is also going to be adorable. All right. Turning off my hot glue gun because I'm not going to need it for this one. And I'm going to get out a piece of wax paper to cover up my surface. I did get it cut. Yes, Shebra. Okay. So, now, we're going to use some clay for this one, all right? And we're going to use white and red. Okay, I've got some red Model Magic, and in my whole town, I could only find one tiny little package of red Model Magic. So, we'll grab that, and then we're going to grab some white as well. And we want it to be about equal amounts. So I'm going to start taking my red here. Okay. And we're going to roll this into a ball. This is Model Magic. It's a foam clay. It dries on its own. And you can find it at dollar stores. You can find it at Walmart. Hobby Lobby, Amazon, all kinds of places. It's made by Crayola, okay? Roll it into a ball, and then I'm just going to smush it down, okay? So this was 1 ounce. This little package here is 1 ounce of Model Magic, and it's going to make 1 pick, okay? So we're just going to smush it down about like this, okay? So then we want the same amount, okay? 1 ounce of white, and I'm going to have to just guesstimate because this is a bigger package that I got from Amazon. Okay. All right, so let's see. So I just kind of work it a little bit, and then we're just going to start rolling it into a ball. And you want to make sure, if you're working with a surface similar to what I'm working with, that you put something down, or your Model Magic is going to pick up everything that is on your table. And you don't want that. Okay? All right, so just roll this out. And then we're just going to smush it down. Okay? And you can kind of do this to make sure it's nice and round. You want them to be the same size. They're pretty close. They're pretty close. All right. So we're going to go with it. Okay. Just smush them down so we get 2 discs. Okay. 1 red, 1 white. 1 red, 1 white that are the same size. Okay. And I'm going to take my, icing scraper. Okay. Icing spreader. Dollar Tree, comes in a pack of 3, and we're going to start cutting this into little pieces of pie, okay? So we're going to do it into 8 different pieces. So we'll start by just cutting right down the middle, okay? Then we just put those two pieces back together. Don't smush them too hard. And then we're going to go right down the middle the other way. Oh, that's awesome. Jackie says that Hobby Lobby has 40% off on their clay this week. So that is wonderful. So then you can get the Model Magic, the 4-ounce packages for 40% off. Okay. So just keep going and cutting in half so that you get 8 little pieces of pie. Okay. And we're going to do the same thing with the white. Okay, one more cut. All right, there we go. So you can see what we have now. We've got 8 little triangles, okay? 8 white and 8 red. We're gonna start taking them. So I'm gonna take one, peel it off, take a white, and you're just gonna sort of match them up, put them together, okay? So that the points come together like that. Then you're gonna take a red one, put it next to your white. Okay, and then you're gonna do white, and you're just gonna keep alternating. Good morning, Sandy. We are making a pick, a floral pick to go with our big project that we've been working on when we painted the peppermint. Okay, so we just made some floral picks out of ribbon. Okay, so check out the replay if you missed this. I've made these before. So just a little bit of ribbon is all that takes. And now we're using some Model Magic. Okay, and we're making some candy or peppermint picks. Okay, so we're just keep alternating the colors. All right. That's funny, Lisa. And I'm just kind of fixing the triangle as I pull them apart, making sure that the tip is good. We want those tips to kind of all meet in the middle. All right, so you want 4 white and 4 red, okay? And as I get like this, I'm just going to kind of push it together. All right, so we end up with this, okay? So then we'll do the same thing to the other one. Just connect them, point to point, edge to edge. Kind of fix the point when you pull them apart. Make sure it's nice and pointy. White Model Magic reminds me so much of marshmallows. Okay, and then the white one right here in between the 2 reds. Okay, so now that we've got this, okay, we're gonna start forming this. So what I do is I just kind of, I'm cupping my hand here and I'm using my thumb and my middle finger, and I'm just sort of going around and just pushing this together, okay? Just kind of pushing it together, trying to keep it in a circle, okay? So you can see how it's gotten smaller, okay? See the difference? So then I just take my hand, lay it flat, and just sort of push it back down, okay? So see how it's starting to kind of come together? See how it's separated here, but here it's starting to come together. And so we're just going to keep doing that a few times until it's kind of, all the clay has kind of melded together, all right? So we just kind of work it together, pushing it together, and then I'm just going to smash, okay? So we'll do this 3 or 4 times. Just trying to keep it into a circle. All right, I'm gonna do it one more time. It's starting to all connect, okay? And that's what we want. We want it to just sort of all connect. All right, so we'll smush it again, okay? So we end up with this, all right? Which is totally cute, just like that. But we're gonna do one more thing to it, okay? I'm gonna flip it over because I like this top side the best, okay? This is what the bottom side looks like. So now I'm gonna take my little icing spreader, okay? For this, you just need something flat, all right? Something sort of that's nice and smooth and flat. I'm gonna hold it like this with my finger, okay? My index finger on the end. And we're gonna start doing this to it. So I am just sort of going in circles. And what this is doing is it's sort of making my little peppermint kind of go around in circles, okay? And it starts to get this sort of like, you can see how it kind of gets that sort of like top shape. But what this is going to do is it's going to make those colors kind of swirl. So we just keep working it just like this with your icing spreader just kind of on the top, and you're just going to put a slight amount of pressure and spin in circles, okay? It takes a little bit of time to get it the way you want it, okay? But the more you work it, you can see how it's starting to swirl. Okay, you just keep working. Look at that, y'all. How cute is this? Okay, I just keep my icing spreader in the middle. If you start to get a little bit to where it's losing its shape, it's okay, because we can just reshape it. All right, it's okay. So we're just gonna keep working it until it's the way that I want it. And I'm just I am putting pressure on it, all right, and then spinning my hand. Okay, look at that. So now it's kind of an oval shape, all right? So we're just gonna cup our hands like this and just kind of start putting it back into a circle. And I'm going to flatten it out a bit because it's gotten that sort of dome-like shape, okay? And we don't want that. So we're just going to flatten and just keep reshaping it into a circle so that we get a little peppermint. How stinking cute is that? So let me show you again. Okay, so we started with 2 discs the same size, okay, of clay. Cut them into 8 pieces, all right, and then we did every other color, just like this, okay? Put them together. So now we're just going to start using our one hand in a cupping motion, okay, and then I'm using you can either use both hands like this, or you can use your middle finger and your thumb and just kind of press it together. So you're going to make it smaller. Okay, it's going to get taller and more and a little bit smaller, okay? So you end up with this. So then you're just going to flatten that back out, okay? You're not like flattening it completely. You're not going to make it like flat where it's like rolled out. You're just pushing it back down to about the size you started with, okay? When you originally made your very first disc. And then we're just gonna do the same thing, just do it again. So we're doing this 3 or 4 times, and this is just to make our clay come together as one. Rita, these are made out of Model Magic, which is by Crayola. You can find it at dollar stores. You can find it at Amazon, Hobby Lobby, which someone said it is on sale this week at Hobby Lobby. Okay, I'm going to go one more time. And every single one of these is going to turn out slightly different, okay? All right. So we end up with this, okay? There's the bottom. There's the top. With this one, I'm sort of liking the bottom. So we'll see how this goes. All right. So again, we're kind of grabbing it with our hand. This is our icing spreader, okay? I'm going to use my index finger, and I have been also using my middle finger, just like this. All right. You're just putting pressure, okay, right on the tip, and you're just making circles. Just like this. I'm not going super fast. I'm just kind of being slow and gentle with it. And look what we end up getting. Okay? So we'll just keep on going until those pieces just start creating a swirled peppermint-like shape. It might start getting a little bit of an oval shape to it, and that's okay. Okay, what you can do, just sort of push it back into a circle, okay, and then you can just keep going. Like I said, it takes a little bit of time to get it the way that you want it, but you can see that it gets there, and it looks so cool. All right, so that's what we end up with, okay? So what I'm gonna do, just sort of do this to make it back into a circle, okay? We'll smush it down, do it again until we have the shape formed that we want. Okay, until we end up with a nice round little peppermint. Okay. All right, so now we have our two big peppermints that are so stinking adorable, okay? So let me show you now what we're gonna do with these. So like I said, we're making a pick, okay? You could do however many peppermints you wanted to on the pick. You could make them smaller if you wanted, but they need to have some thickness to them, okay? Otherwise, you won't be able to get a piece of wire through them, which is what we need to do. So I've got some pretty strong wire here. I got it from my hardware store. I don't remember what gauge it is, but I got it at the hardware store, not at the craft store. It was very inexpensive. And we're just going to cut some pieces of wire. They can all be similar in size. But just make sure you don't cut them too short. Longer is better than too short, okay? Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, Patty, for the stars. We're going to cut 4 pieces. Okay. So then we're going to use some floral wire. I would prefer, in this case, white, but I didn't have any white floral wire. So we're going instead with the green because that's what I have. I better put this away before it dries out. So let me wrap this up and put it back in the bag. Okay. All right, so I'm going to take a little piece of my floral wire and I'm going to wrap the end of 2 of these pieces of wire together. so I'm just going to wrap the ends of these together. Okay. Just like that. All right. Do the same thing on the other one. So I just kind of get it started, and then I just sort of stretch it and start wrapping it around in a spiral. Okay. There we go. All right. So, got our pieces of wire. So now what we're going to do is just stick our wire into our peppermint, okay? So I'm just going to kind of hold it like this. All right, and just sort of stick it through there pretty far, but you want to be careful that you do not puncture it through, which is why I said it needs to be fairly thick so that you don't puncture through either side, okay? So now we have that. All right, we'll do the same thing for this one. Just going right through the middle. Okay. You can kind of reshape a little bit. Okay, now with this next part, you can wait to do this. My suggestion would be to wait. So I would stick my wire through just like that and let these dry. You're going to want them to dry for a few days. I would give it probably 48 hours, okay, to dry. You'll just leave them on your wax paper, on a tray of some kind, or on your craft table or whatever, and just let them dry, okay? But since we're live, I'm not going to do that. So we're going to go ahead and put this together, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and show you. When your clay is wet, if it sticks together, okay, if you let it touch, it will sort of pull a little bit when you pull it apart, because it does sort of stick to itself. So I'm going to make sure that I don't do that, all right? But what I am doing is kind of gathering them together like this in the way that I want them. So I want one of them to be taller than the other one, okay? And we're going to take our floral tape again, and just right where I kind of want them to gather, I'm going to start wrapping my floral tape around all the wires, okay? I'm going to be careful, not let them touch together. And like I said, I would prefer white floral tape for this. That way it doesn't show up as well, but that's the reason why I'm putting it just on the ends and the part that went inside the candy cane or the peppermint, so that it doesn't show when I use it, okay? So you could use these on your tree, you could use them on a wreath, you could use them in all kinds of different things, floral arrangements. So we just kind of keep wrapping this around. I'm going to keep going down to the end. Thank you for celebrating, y'all. Okay. Then I can just cut the excess. I can't answer that question, Valerie. I do not know. It's air dry clay, so I don't know if putting it in an oven would work or not. I can't answer that. All right, so now you're going to leave this to dry, like I said, and once they dry, your wire is probably not going to stick, okay? Meaning inside your peppermints. So you'll pull your wire out after it's dry. You leave it in so that you can keep that hole. And then after it's dry, pull it out and use some Gorilla Glue or some E6000 or something like that to hold your wire inside your peppermint, okay? And then you'll just form your pick just like this, okay? So you just form your pick like this. And I used 2 wires to make sure that it was strong enough, okay? I wanted to make sure it was strong enough to hold my peppermints, okay? Because they're not super light, all right? So we needed something that had quite a bit of strength. One, they would have kind of flopped over a little bit. So with 2 pieces, they hold their, okay? There's a creeper on here, y'all are saying. Hang on, y'all. Let me find him. I do not see it anywhere. All I see is that an Enrique guy who just said, yeah, right. And I just... Let's see here. I do not see the other guy y'all are talking about. Jimmy is not on here. Is Trisha on here? Did she get rid of him, I wonder? I do not see him. Okay. So then, after they dry, we're going to use some Mod Podge. And we're going to put glitter. Yeah, y'all, he is not in my feed. He is not in my feed. How does that even happen? I don't know, y'all. I can't remove it though, because he's not in there. Vicky, the peppermints I did on this live, so you'll have to watch the replay. Okay, so we are going to I'm going to go ahead and do this just so we can see it done. I'm going to take some Mod Podge and just brush Mod Podge on. And this I would wait until after your peppermint is dry, okay? After it's hardened. So after a few days, you can then put your picks together and then put Mod Podge on them. And we'll do the front and the back. But I'm just going to do the front for now. Okay. And then we'll just take our glitter. I'm using the crystal from Hobby Lobby. This is the 1 24 size. Okay, and we're just going to put that on our peppermints. And we'll get the edges a little bit. Okay. Just like that. And so then we'll just let them dry and they are done. And these are so cute. Wait, that's probably not such a good idea. Hang on, y'all. Hang on. Let me do something else here. Okay. Let's get rid of this. Okay. Now we can dry. Just want to dry it enough so you can kind of get a better picture of it. Dry the Mod Podge. Okay. All right, y'all. And they are so stinking adorable, okay? Look how cute those are. Y'all. How cute. If you have white floral tape, then I would just go ahead and wrap your wires completely, okay? Just from top to bottom, go ahead and wrap your wires together. I didn't do that because I didn't want the green to show. I would rather the wire show than the green. But if you have white, go ahead and do the whole thing. Each white, put two together, wrap those the whole way, and then put them in your peppermints, and then wrap the ends, okay, so that they stay together. Here is the bottle of glitter. It's $5.99 at Hobby Lobby, regular price, okay. The color is crystal, okay, and it's 1 24th size. And so there we have it, okay. That is the start of our picks for our big craft that we are working on, okay? So we've got these pieces, we've got our peppermint picks, and our peppermint, okay? So stinking cute. I'm excited about this craft, okay? So, hopefully, I don't know for sure when we're going to get it finished because I do need to get some more ribbon. So it's going to depend on when I can get the ribbon before we get it finished, okay? But it is going to be cute, so just stay tuned for that, okay? And I will have to make more of these as well. I would say I'm probably going to do at least 4. Okay, at least 4 of each of these, all right? So I got to get some more glitter ribbon, and I'm going to make 4, I think, okay? And we'll make probably 4 of these as well, okay? So, so there we have it, y'all. So that's our cute little floral picks. You can make those for so many different things. It'd be cute in your Christmas tree. You can make these into little ornaments as well if you don't want to do... if you don't want to do the peppermint picks, you can also do ornaments. You could make a fun little garland to put on your tree. I mean, you could do so many things. So many things. I love this Model Magic. I use it to make peppermints all the time, and they're so fun and so cute. So anyways, y'all, thank you guys so much for watching. Michelle, I did make these on this live, so watch the replay when I'm done. I hope you all have an awesome day, and I will see you here in a few hours. Bye, everyone.